Hey everybody, welcome back to Hearthstone, and I've got a new deck again to show off, and this was going to have a brilliant title if only I'd recorded this yesterday. Because the season's just reset, this was going to be the deck that took me to Diamond, because I ended last season at like Diamond 9 or Diamond 8, there or thereabouts. And my last final push was with this hybrid Warlock, as I've been calling it, which has, you know, part of the Imp package and part of the Abyssal Curse package. Unfortunately, I'm done and lost track of time, and the season ended, so I'm now back in bronze again. But, you know, this deck is surprisingly good. Have you ever played, you know, the Imp deck before, and you've taken someone down to maybe less than 10 health, but you can't quite finish them off and they're controlling you? That's frustrating. Or have you ever played the Abyssal Curse deck before and just someone races you down, you run out of control options, and you never really get your curses off? Well, why not marry the two decks? The Imp's very good early, the Abyssal Curse is very good late. And they sort of, you know, complement each other to some degree. I would also say that the Imp package itself has got some bad Imps. Like, you don't really want to, you know, play the Bloodbound Imp. That costs you too much damage. It's not that good. You don't want to play Mr. Imp Gang Boss. He's a terrible Imp. Spammy Arcanist is roaming around the ladder, and Imp Gang Boss basically just dies to spamming. It'll clear your own board. So take the best Imps out the deck, take the best Abyssal Curse enablers out the deck, and put them together, and this is Hybrid Warrior. Now, I will fess up to something. There is a card in this deck I would definitely put in, and that's Tamsin Roam. I don't have it, so I've omitted it, but I would definitely add Tamsin, and possibly take out a Mischievous Imp for Tamsin, just to give you another curse, or another 2 curses. It can be pretty powerful. But anyway, let's play some Hybrid Warlock and see how things go. I might talk about the other thing, because the other big thing from the update, I don't think there was any, you know, balance changes in Standard. There was a big Battleground update, but I don't really play much Battlegrounds. The other thing they added was Runestones. And Runestones is their next currency. It basically replaces anything that would, well, it adds to, it's kind of confusing right now. So anything that you would do to spend real money on it, like, you know, certain boards, you can now buy it with Runestones as well. And the things that you could buy with gold before, you can still buy with gold. And the things you could buy with real money, you can buy with real money. As I understand it, the main thing is that, and like, I think what people are reasoning behind this is it gets behind anti-gambling laws, because you're not spending money to buy packs, you're buying fake in-game currency that, you know, that is then used to buy packs. I think that is the reason behind it. But I do think it could be used scrupulously in such a way that, you know, they could put something on sale in the shop that costs slightly more than a certain Runestone package would cost, and you'd have to buy 2 packages to get more money. I'm not for it, I'm definitely not pro it, but so far there's nothing to complain about. But watch this space, I think there will be. Anyway, I should have mentioned about the mulligan. Obviously you mulligan away stuff that isn't related to the Imp synergy, because we want to go with Imps first. We want to hit them hard with Imps, make them think we're an Imp deck as well, and they might blow the load. Because the other really powerful thing about this deck is, if you remember, like, the Abyssal Curses from the previous the previous expansion, one counter to it is just to fill your hand up, and then you can't put curses in their hand anymore because they have a full hand. But playing Imps out forces your opponent to basically match it. Like, they have to play cards to deal with this aggression, otherwise the Imp package will kill them. And when they do that, it leaves their hand empty for curses. So it's actually extremely brutal. There's more synergy to it than you'd think. And then I can draw it, as I said, into my best cards with this Impending Catastrophe, which is a fantastic card. Hang on a minute. Right now I'm drawing 5, 6. That will take me to 9. If I put another one down, I'm drawing 7. So we should put another one down. But not a shipment. That caused me to overdraw. And now we can start to transition fairly soon out of the early Imp game and into my late game Curse deck. And Mage will not know what's coming. I should have also played the Librarian then. Ended turn too soon. I forgot I had 1 mana floating. Okay, this is Ping Mage, I believe. Okay, that's fine. Not drawn Refarm yet, unfortunately. Would have liked a little Refarm. Or a Vile Library, honestly. I've been kind of unlucky.
These books are ruined.
I might just ping this down. Just so it doesn't trade into one of my imps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because, I mean, pending catastrophe will cause me to overdraw. I guess I can send a shipment back to the deck, since it's not pressuring me. Man, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess play an imp and push the button. Welcome back, Wicked Shipment. Another nice thing about this deck, by the way, is obviously you burn down your health with the Flame Imps, which is pretty bad. But Zakul is now here to heal me. So you can actually restore a decent amount of health with it. Where is my Abyssal Wave? There is my Abyssal Wave. Goodbye, everyone. We're going to take a big chunk of damage, but I don't mind right now. I will soon, though. Potentially. So we can Lady Darkvein now to copy that Abyssal Curse, and then I can sacrifice one of them and it'll clear the board. And importantly, get my curse up, and then on turn 8, I can brand Zakul. And that'll give me some pretty good health gain.
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
Alright, this will clear the board. Give them 2 Abyssal Curses, so my curses now are at 3 and 4, right? Or is it 2 and 3? I'm not paying attention. I think it's 2 and 3, actually. And then this one will be at 4 and 5. So that'll be 9 heal, potentially. Which right now I need. And it's also putting pressure on the opponent because they're using mana now to spend these Abyssal Curses. And Mage, they want mana. They want to be playing their, you know, their big runes. And they can't. Would it be unbelievably greedy to just give them more curses? I'm not sure it is. Because they seem to want to play them all. Like if I do this, send you back. What if I drag below my own person to give him a curse? And then send this back to the deck? This might be unbelievable greed, but I don't think they have 7 direct damage. Well, actually, they probably do. It depends. If they have Frozen Touch, they might have lethal, but I'll risk it. Because then I'll get a way more health. Instead of 4 and 5, it's going to be 6 and 7, so 13 health. Take me back to 20? Yes, please. And again, I'm forcing him to play on 4 mana. It's, you know, turn 8.
Wait, not all of them.
Okay, time to heal.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Enjoy. We'll put you back in the deck. Hello, Good Shipman again. Oh, we had lethal, sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. And we won that without some of my best cards, honestly. We didn't get the Refarm turn off. I didn't draw into Tamsin Hero, which is another nice little bit of armor. Some more imps, some more draw. I'm telling you, this deck is going places. And that place, back to Diamond. Are there weaknesses to this deck? Yes, there's definitely some weaknesses. I think it struggles against Quest Hunter, as in, I don't think you can beat Quest Hunter. Or, like, you have to be unbelievably lucky. You basically have to win it with your imp package. Because, unfortunately, the Abyssal Curses proc the Hunter quest, so they'll complete the quest very, very quickly. I always have this. I don't know if I'd hold a Mischievous Imp, but I do have a Fiendish Circle before it, so I think I'll risk it. It's not great. But yeah, because the curses proc the Hunter quest, it's a pretty bad time. And it gives them spells to use to, you know, reactivate their hero power. I have beat it before, but it was basically with the imp package. I'm just getting like an insane refarm turn quickly. But you seem to, like, from my experiences, you do pretty well against a lot of the mage decks floating around out there. And Mage right now has a tier 1 deck. Quest Hunter is another tier 1 deck. I can't remember what the other one was. What was the other one? Oh, it's the Aggro Druid. They're like the 3 tier 1s right now. It's showing on HS Replay. By the way, this is Death Rattle Rogue. In case you're wondering. Which could be a problem, honestly. I've never played this matchup, but they can put up some chunky boys. I can as well if I can get Refarm. And Rogue can't deal with a wide board very easily. And you're going to backstab one. Okay. Fair enough. I think we library. Ooh. Or just imp directly. Don't get the infusion on it. Nah. I'm going to put some damage. I'm going to put some pressure on this deck. If I leave them too long, they're going to get a board full of like 5/8s and, you know, 8/8s with rush. And then I'm going to be in trouble, because I can't deal with that. What this deck does have a really good matchup into, though, of the tier 1 decks, is the Aggro Druid. This is kind of its nightmare, because we can deal with the early game, thanks to, you know, having imps. And as we go into the mid game, stuff like Abyssal Wave is just a nightmare for them. You can just keep clearing the board, one after another, and they cry, and that's fantastic news. So they're setting up right now to either... What's their big payoff? I always forget. It's the Rush Slaby, right? Because if Death Rattle goes twice, then they'll get two 2/2s with, you know, 8/8 rushes in them. So they're going to do a big turn next, is what I'm saying. So let's set up a chunky board. And even now, look, they're down to 16 health. If they clear me up, we can start going into our Abyssal Wave deck. Shatter Shambler. Oh, they have a discounted Acolyte. Okay. So this is one of their big payoff turns, and, you know, it's pretty mediocre, honestly. Right, we can make a chunky imp to chew through this, and I probably will. I'm just seeing where the impending catastrophe we want it. If I play Mischievous Imp, I only get one of them. So if I get to 6, I can make you a 9/9. There's probably a smarter way of doing this, but I can't think of it right now. So let's play you. You. Gives me another imp. Buff this guy to a 9/9. Clears through this. Now I just need to see, I have 6, I don't want to draw 7. I want to draw 5. So I want 4 imps on board. And that's 4 imps on board. I don't care about this. I'm not trading into that. There's my Imp King Refarm. And if I can get this guy to, like, you know, below 10 health, the Curse package should be able to finish the job. This deck is so evil against 30 health decks. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so this is Smokescreen now. And there's a general. So you're going to see this deck's big play. It is basically RNG based, unfortunately. They can fairly... Oh, it says temp now. What? What? Okay, they've got pretty lucky with the Smokescreen, but they can just have these burst turns where they fill the board with 8/8s. And, you know, we have to deal with it now. I have to be careful of them having lethal as well. Okay, where are we? 7 cost. You just have rush. I'm just worried about killing you because you'll do 4 damage to me.
I wonder.
6. What would I do with the 1 though? Nothing? And I'd leave 10 on the board. And I'd take 4 here. So 24. So they'd have me at 14. I don't think that deck has incredible burst damage. It depends if they have another duplicate there. Power, but I can only see them doing another 8 damage to me, so I think I'm safe. So I think wave is fine here. Okay. The alternate pathway was just to go with that farm and drop it on the board, but then I would have been taking 18. I could have potentially taken lethal damage. Assuming they could activate their mine, which I'm not sure how they do it. But anyway, I'm just not risking it. Okay, they're lucky. They got their other graveyard immediately.
The dead never rest.
And they're going to get another 5/8 taunt. Okay. Oh yeah, it doesn't proc, it just copies it. So if I play nothing on the board, then we're fine. 2, 3. Yeah, because I think I can only take 8 from the mine, and I think... Actually, I could take 8 from the mine and then 4 from the weapon. So they might have lethal. But if they had that, they would have done it already. I don't have wave. Brands are cool, will do 2 + 3. Actually, that might be safer. No, it won't, because then I'm leaving shit on the board. Okay. And let's play a swarm. I said that I wasn't going to play anything on the board, but it doesn't actually matter anymore. As long as they don't hit me in the face. We'll kill them with curses. They have to play the curses or they die. Okay, that is a reason not to. I forgot this was still up. But this is lethal. Oh, they did have the blade. Okay, not what you should have picked, but it doesn't matter. Alright. Bran. Is that cool? And you know what? Do that. I think this was the prime example of, you know, if I was just in Warlock, I might have lost that game. But because I could switch into my curse play, everything was fine, baby. I didn't have to hit them in the face anymore. A lovely wall of taunt you have there. It'd be a shame if someone just dropped stuff into your hand and you can't deal with it. Well, you can. It's just you have to spend 2/4 mana for the pledge to deal with both of them. I will admit, there are some highly cursed draws you can have this deck, and I have definitely lost games where, you know, you're thinking, what the hell's going on? But it's strangely pretty consistent. Okay, I don't think I want Refarm in my opening hand, although 1, 2, 3. Actually, maybe I do want Refarm in my hand. I've never kept Refarm before in this deck. I would just need... I mean, I'd get the infusions and I'd have the 4 imps, so... I don't see how this could be bad.
These books are ruined.
And I've also got a potential 2-play now. Okay, I will trade now. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to pretend I'm an imp deck. I'm just going to hit you in the face and make you trade into me. Because they don't know I have an Abyssal Curse deck as well. And I've got a farm, so... yeah, kill my board. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to mirror. Oh, look, all these poor imps that are perishing. It'd be a shame if I summoned 4 more imps. So we just need to live through 4 and 5. I'm kind of top decking right now, but Fiendish Circle's good enough for 4. And if I can use it on 5 instead, I can hero power. Bran isn't what I want. Oh, is it? No, I think I want a Bran on 5, maybe. I'm throwing with pushing the button. But I think this is way more threatening. I do miss out on an imp. But if I was Imp Warlock and I saw 7 imps on the opposing team board, I'd be like, shitting myself. Like, I can't clear this. Now, we would like to draw into our draw engines very quickly. We have 3 of them. All I'm asking is for 1 of them. Perfect. Oh my god, I'm just going to kill him with imps. Excuse me? I definitely put it there. Now, you might say, why put it there and risk it going back into the deck? Good point. Why did I do that? It doesn't matter. I'm honestly in a position where I don't think we lose this anyway. Let me just clear that off the board. Rafam is coming. You can start taking some curse damage as well, enjoy. I kind of want to watch the replay back on that one. I'm sure it showed on the board and not the trade. But yeah, Mr. Lethal, I think. Definitely Mr. Lethal, actually. In fact, he might have conceded. I don't know. And by concede, I think he just all F4'd. He's like, damn Imp Warlock. Why didn't I get the curve he had? Yeah, this is very much looking like he has just left. Oh, no, never mind. He's back. He's hovering. But again, the problem is, if they don't play the curse, they're taking 1 damage. So then, you know, 8 health is not a lot. This deck can't directly put out damage quickly. It doesn't have any, like, rush options. Sometimes they have Taunt, but even Taunt's not going to save you now. I mean, he doesn't know I've got Refarm, I suppose. And he can't regain health. Or normally they can't. I have seen some people running, you know, Molecular in the deck, but that's basically gone now. Even I put Molecular in this deck at first, but it's simply not good enough anymore. The standard is so high, some decks are so aggressive, you just can't take the turn off to put a 0 mana 3/4 lifesteal on the board. Alright. Maybe he has left, I don't know. Anyway. It didn't matter. Perfect. 3-0. And this is back to gold. Back to gold. You never know, at this rate we might hit diamond again. In this recording.
Versus the Thunder King.
Okay, Shaman can potentially have some control options. Do not want a cool yet. Do not want Dark Vein. I will take a Fiendish Circle though. These two as a combo are so nice. Oh, and Tamsin's here. Nice to show yourself, Tamsin. And if this is Murloc Shaman, which I don't think it is now, we had a Grimoire sacrifice. Okay, it is Evolved Shaman. Coin Vial Library doesn't really get me anywhere. I'll just enter in. I don't have a 2-play. Right, you're gonna just evolve the totem? No. I'd have been tempted to, but I guess they don't exactly know yet that I'm the Imp Warlock deck. But they should have a decent idea that I am. Okay, really good start for their deck. Okay, that's very lucky. But sure. They're going to need it. I think Impending Catastrophe, Finger Circle will be combined together on 5. I'll play it on turn 4 instead. Or maybe I wait to 5 and do Tamsin. If I play my Imps now, they're not going to live. But actually, I'll make them do bad trades. Ah, sure. Let's do it. I can make one of them big anyway. And I'm just... No, I won't coin sacrifice. I could have broke the Divine Shield, but... Who cares? You think they're going to expect some stuff in my hand? Nope!
Wow, what a slam dunk!
Okay, obviously they're going to trade the Imps off. It's going to break the Divine Shield this way. Please don't hit. Oh, waving as well. Makes sense. Oh my god, they've had some insane luck so far. This is crazy.
Your thirst for victory is formidable.
Wow. Wow. Like, I don't want to sacrifice. I might just have to take some damage here and accept it. Push the button. Although if I push the button, hang on a minute. We're going to draw a card, have 3 cards next turn. Shall we just slam a cultist onto the board? Sure. Enjoy. And you know what? Let's put a damage there so that if he trades with this, it will die. Actually, that's not great for me. I should probably trade into the 4-4. Ah, whatever. Tamsin's probably going to be a clear now. Yes! I'd say it's a clear. The egg will stay up. Can I have this luck when I play it? I think he's evolved into a legendary, like, 3 out of 6 times. It's crazy. Anyway. Time to Tamsin. Abyssal Wave is coming up next turn anyway.
I've seen death twice, but not that.
But yeah, this is a rough one. My Imp part of it has not really, you know, popped off. And my Curse package isn't that much to try and take them down from full health. It can do it, but you really need Tamsin for that, so... We're going to have some issues. What, did you just copy a beast? Must have been. Okay, that's in their deck. I thought it was what they found, but it wasn't a Merle, he was a beast. Okay. So I can Abyssal Wave the board, but they're going to get this guy back again. But I think I just have to accept that right now. Yeah, I just have to accept it. Yeah, just accept it. I can't afford to put a board up because they'll just smack me. At the very least, if this is back up again, it makes it less likely they're gonna, like, wave again. Or muck pool it. It kind of gets stuck on the board a little bit. This is like the dream shaman start. It's actually been crazy. Okay, they've had a bad roll. Makes a change. Okay. Problems. I can't clear this board, which means I'm dead. That's a big problem. So what I need to do is... There's two lines. What saves me now? Wave doesn't at 6. I think I have to Zakul. That's the only thing that keeps me up this turn. And then start to play some other means on the board. Maybe even push the button. Zakul plus button. It's so weak though. Okay, that's what I wanted, a Rift. Just something that makes them slightly scared, that makes them more likely to trade. But that's all my healing gone. And Reform isn't even in my hand. Yeah, this is over. I think this is just Giga over. I'd have to draw... No, it wouldn't even save me. Even if I got another Dread Imp, I couldn't survive if they just swing these two to my face. Because an Abyssal Wave won't kill. Actually, if I get Abyssal Wave and sack this, never mind. I can survive this turn. I need Abyssal Wave. Okay, that's not Abyssal Wave. Now I can't survive the turn. Actually, that's not true. There is a world where I survive. Okay, now there isn't.
Well done, Cretan. You haven't heard the
Enjoy your win, Shaman. What can you do? I have played a lot of Control Shaman as well, funnily enough, before I broke into Diamond. I climbed from like Plat 10 to Plat 1 on Control Shaman. Was one game away from Diamond, then lost like 12 games in a row and dropped back down again to like, well, 5. And then pushed through with this deck. So I'm certain this deck is better. I think, again, if we'd matched up 10 times, I win 6 or 7. Possibly more. Alright, if this is Quest Hunter, we've lost. Which is unfortunate, I'll give you that. So this is my turn 1 play, this is probably my 2. Maybe my 4, so I'll send one of you back. We have to get the perfect draw, that is not it. Please don't be Quest Hunter. It's not. We can win this game. There is a world. That's kind of a poopy draw, though.
It's all ruined.
What is it?
This is just Face Hunter, right? Or like Wild Seed Hunter. So presumably you're going to accept me trading for your peasant. I'm fine with that. No. I mean, Brat's balls on this guy. You know what? Fuck you. Get this off the board. Enjoy. If you want to play a card, you have to use the Abyssal Curse. And if you do, I'm going to Abyssal Curse it again. Oh, he wants to play his turn 3 play. Okay. How about you take some more damage, please?
Are you little?
I think we just play this out onto 4. It's still 4 mana 6/6. This card is kind of insane, honestly. Oh, this is the one with fucking Crush in the deck, isn't it? They have one... Well, they have more than one beast, but they have... What's his name? Saber in the deck, I think. And they use that just to fish for Crush. Sure. I kind of hate this deck. I think it's actually decent as well. I think it's in the tier 2. Oh, you don't see it that often.
What is it?
Okay, fair. I will clear the peasant off. I do not want them to draw cards. Okay. Cultist, Imp. Sack the Imp. No draw for you, Hunter. And you're already on 19 health. Feel free to swing at this again. I'll take the 3 damage. The slight problem, actually, versus this deck is I think their curve is so low. Oh, no, they are taking it. There's the Saber. So they'll pull out the final one on the Dredge, right? Which will summon a beast from the deck, which will be Crush. So add 8 damage to their board. Because that is the reality of the situation. I think I just put pressure on, make them try and trade with me. Because I think Crush is coming. So they've got the 4-3 Rush. They'd have to run this in as well. Okay, never mind. That was unexpected. Abyssal Wave, please. Or... That's not it. Oh my god, I'm going to lose. 6, 12, 17, 21. Oh my god. Such an unlucky draw. I think this was one of those games, you know, where I said that, like, sometimes the draw just doesn't work for you. Not drawing into any of my draw. And my AoE. I guess we got 1 AoE, but... Just a wave would have brought me back into that game. In fact, even a sack would have brought me back into the game to some degree.
On instinct.
Okay. Again, if this is Quest Hunter, we've lost. Or we're going to have a really bad time, at least. It isn't. Wonderful. Which probably means it's the same deck. Is it the same person? I don't remember. No, it was Riley or Ripley. Okay, it isn't the same deck. This is the Wild Seed one, I think.
These books are ruined.
I think it's the one where they just keep shooting you and putting out Wild Seeds into the board. But doesn't have the quest. Yeah, okay. Perfect for them. They wanted the 3-1 rush to get it. Ooh, Rafam, hello. Wicked Shipment, please. Tam... I'd say you've called that one a little bit early, but sure. I'll take the W. So in theory, this is my last game, but where are we on the recording? 40 minutes. I'll do one more afterwards since that game was basically a wash.
Nemzi versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let's dive in.
Now, Mage I think is a pretty good matchup for me. Especially if it's big Spell Mage, because they can't deal with my early game. And then they're surprised by my late game. They're like, oh, ha, 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 I froze your board. And I'm like, I don't care anymore. My board state doesn't matter to me that much. As long as I'm living, I'm fine. And I think this is big Spell Mage. Please don't turn one outpost. You can't. I've got the coin. Good point. Okay, perfect.
These books are ruined.
So please don't turn two outposts. I still can't deal with it. Actually, you know I can. I'd have to drag below it.
Stop this snowstorm.
Okay. That's fine. Give me a little library action. You can trade into this if you want. I'm okay with that. I've considered removing this Imp Swarm as well from the deck. It's not great early game. I think it's between that and Mischievous Imp for what I will replace Tamsin with. They've drawn Wildfire or Arcane Intellect there because he didn't get the Freezy Boys. Okay. Needs two more. I'm considering putting Bran on the board, but I don't need to play Bran, right? Actually, coin this is pretty good. Even if I just buff this. Make them use more of the freeze. Just make them play cards. That's all I want to do right now. Ideally, I'm also going to hit them a little bit. But I can Swarm Catastrophe next turn. Oh, Fire Sale. Still, again, that's forced them to use stuff that I don't think they would have wanted to use. If you're going to take a turn off, I'll take a turn off.
These books are ruined.
And now we've hit 5, so Imp Swarm will give me 2 Imps. And I'll draw 3 cards with my Impending Catastrophe. Plus, have an extra mana. But they're doing well so far to keep, you know, on top of things. I do have to be slightly careful that they're at some point probably going to swap the cost of a spell in my hand with theirs. So I don't really want to hold my low-cost spells that long, like Shipment. We probably want to send Shipment, you know, either back into the deck or just play it. I'd put Swarm in that category too, and I can't put it back into the deck. So as soon as you give me something vaguely draggable, I think I'll do it. And that time is coming now, right? It's a 6 cost. So Swarm Catastrophe should go first. If they hit below, well done.
Time runs out on me.
You could also just do nothing. How can this deck have no play on turn 5? Like, what is your hand? Is it like Rune, Parrot, Parrot? Oh no, hang on a minute. You've shown stuff that isn't from Big Spell Mage. You're not Big Spell Mage. What the hell are you? You're the Ping Mage, but as a Renethal deck. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's play some Imps. Let's have a Catastrophe. Let's move a Catastrophe. Give me a 1-cost Imp, thank you. Normally I wouldn't throw this into one basket, but I really want to push the damage. I mean, he's not really throwing it all into one basket. They're still decent threats. Right, brands are cool for 80s coming up. I have given them a curse, right? Have I given you a curse? I can't remember. Either way, I presume you're trading into this now. Yep. I'm okay with this. A little bit less okay with that, but it's still fine. Okay. Sure. Okay, they're not happy with their hand.
charge of this? A
Ooh. Okay, let's see. Well, it's clearly not Wildfire because they would have just insta-picked it. Hot Streak, Arcane Overthrow, Frozen Touch. It's almost certainly Frozen Touch. Yeah. I wouldn't have done that because it's pretty good for my deck as well, so... I probably, yeah, wouldn't have given you one of those. Anyway, we can draw 3 cards. I have 7 in hand, so if we can play 2 cards first... I have 8 in hand. If I can play 2 cards before Impending Catastrophe, we'd be fine. So, can I play another 2 cost? I can't, therefore we probably won't Catastrophe this turn. Okay. Give him curses. Actually, I should have killed that because of the Murloc tag, I suppose. But I doubt they're running the Amalgam. Okay, they were the first curses they did, so we're at now 3. Sure. That's too many imps. I don't want to draw every single card. I could just draw 2 now and keep the circle. Or I could just wave this. My hand's just a little bit awkward right now. You know what? I'm going to push the button. I'm going to make it even more awkward. Okay. I think I'm willing to play this. And I'll just drag this one as well.
Job's done.
Keep the curses racking up. So 4-5 is next, so I could get healed back to 29 with a cool Bran. Wouldn't be the worst idea, because they're probably running... what's his name in the deck? I know it said Renathal, but yeah, they are running Renathal. Theatar. Okay, sure. Okay, do I want to draw... Okay. Do I want to draw 4 cards? 3, 7... So if I can play 2 cards, then we're good. But not frozen if it comes back to my hand. Alternatively, I could just shady this and send them. They are at 27 health, actually, so maybe I should just do that. Fiendish, shady.
The top shelf is X.
Oops. I don't think I trade the last thing. Now that's a threat. If he does clear, my impending catastrophe becomes very bad, but... What are the odds they have Fire Strike? What are the odds that they have Reckless Apprentice? Times 2. Actually, even times 2 doesn't clear. Couldn't speed this animation up, could they? Blizzard? No, you can't afford it. A couple of frozen touches. By the way, I would have 100% killed the imp, but I presume they're going to do so anyway. I would have even taken 1 more damage to kill an imp. It's so much more dangerous to leave an imp on the board. Okay, we could draw 6 cards. Three, 2... Okay, I'm going to kill 2 imps intentionally. Goodbye, imps. I just want to play this card. Okay, should have waited to see if Vile Library was coming up. I'll give you that. I'll send that to your face. It's going to come back. Put this back in my hand. He's a mischievous boy. You know what? Just get out of my hand. Again, Refarm, nowhere to be seen. Well, I'm 4 damage away from lethal. In fact, I missed lethal. If I just ran everything face and then brands are cool, I had lethal. Sure. Never punished. I think it's lethal. Where are my curses hat? I wish it'd give you a little curse counter. I think it's 4-5. I think that's what I said. Either way, it's heal 9. And I have a frozen touch. It was. Okay. Nearly punished. And I'll give you one more. We're not going to hit diamond today, obviously. As I'm now only gaining 4 stars. But it'd be something we can aim to. I kind of regret doing it off camera. I wasn't really thinking about it. I just got into like a little bit of a hot streak and was like, okay, let's just knock this out. Realistically, I should have just pushed the record button and, you know, recorded what I was doing. Hey ho. Hopefully, though, the record speaks for itself. We're 5-2. If you can go, you know, 5-2 for your entire day, for every 7 games you play, you are going to climb. Okay, we do not want that. Don't want that. Honestly, I don't really want this. Circle I do want. Chef Kiss the Fiendish Circle. Great, great card. Okay, this is decent. Who are we playing? Rogue. But it's actually just, you know, Rogue showing themselves out as a Rogue. Okay. Do I? I do. Because at the very least I had Catastrophe next turn. I'm just worried about the 2-mana Tooth. Because like, it must be Burgle Rogue, right? Oh, actually, it could be Death Rattle. Okay, it's secret. Don't get too greedy with this. If they get a 3-4, so be it. They got a 3-4, sure. You can have it. The cards are more important to me. Also, not giving them curses on the board continuously is pretty good for me. Alright, well done. You killed that. Let me play a library. Have you got a sack for me? No, it's another speed ray. Okay, that's fine. I'll pop that next turn then. I really wish Secret Rogue worked. It unfortunately just doesn't. This is the greediest Rogue I've ever seen. You're trying to get double Halkia, is he called? Halkias? That's crazy. Actually crazy talk. Okay. Right, you have a 3-4 spider. I could do with playing one more card this turn. Just to see if it's the draw 2. I could also kill that, which is pretty good. Okay, it's Kidnap. Which is great. I'll put a cultist into the Kidnap sack. Is Halkias? So Halkias is now stored inside your curse. The alternative is I just don't ever play it. What if I never play a minion again this battle? What do you do then? Yeah, good point. You just suddenly realize, hang on a minute, this guy doesn't play cards anymore. It's always a bad state into Rogue where you get your opponent into a situation where they don't want to play cards and they still beat you. That's how weak the Secret Rogue package is. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe? Everything helps me out. Look, we hit Gold 5. What a way to end the video. Perfect. Anyway, I hope everyone else, enjoyed the new Battlegrounds update. I might check it out at some point, but we'll have to see. Also, I don't know if anyone else has got this bug. Please? Okay, kind of a shame that I've never won 50 games as Warlock. Please remove the notification. I have nothing here but still a notification. Fix the game! Small indie company. Anyway, bye-bye.